Hybrid and pickup trucks aren't things you expected to hear together in the olden days, but they are getting incredibly popular, particularly because of all the emissions and fuel economy regulations that manufacturers have to comply with these days. Not only do these trucks get better fuel economy and a lot better performance than their gasoline-only counterparts, they can also be really useful as the hybrid battery can be used as an onboard generator. So to help you guide on what kind of hybrid truck you might want to buy, we decided to make a list of all the best hybrid pickup trucks in each segment: compact, midsize, and full-size. So join us as we take a deeper dive at the top 3 hybrid pickup trucks with insane MPG. Number 3. Ford Maverick. Well, after seeing the title of this video, are you really surprised to see the Maverick in the first spot? Having started the compact pickup truck craze a couple of years ago, the Maverick has been a huge hit because of its sensible size and the insane mileage it gets because of its hybrid powertrain. The Maverick comes in 2 flavors, a turbocharged 4-cylinder and a naturally aspirated hybrid option, which we'll be focusing on right now. The hybrid powertrain is unchanged regarding the power figures. It can put out 191 horsepower and 155 pound-feet of torque, coupled to a CVT transmission. Compared to the previous model years, now you can option the hybrid Maverick in an all-wheel drive configuration, as opposed to only having it in the front-wheel drive configuration only. Having the hybrid only available as a front-wheel drive was a big deal-breaker for many people in previous years, and we are glad to see that Ford has listened to the consumers and taken care of this. Another important update is that we can finally get the maximum towing rating with the hybrid powertrain, which was not possible in the previous model years. Now, if you pay for the towing package, you can also tow 4,000 pounds with your hybrid Maverick, as opposed to being limited to 2,000 pounds. What's the biggest advantage of the hybrid Maverick? Well, of course, it is the incredible fuel economy it gets. According to the EPA figures, the Maverick is able to get 42 miles to the gallon in the city and 33 miles per gallon on the highway. This is by far the best fuel economy any pickup truck gets on this list. What do we not like about the Maverick? Well, it's the pricing, unfortunately. When Ford first announced the Maverick, they claimed it would be an incredibly efficient hybrid pickup truck that you could buy at $20,000. As you might have imagined, no one was able to buy the truck at this price point due to Ford not being able to keep up with all the orders. Fast forward a couple of years later, and the most basic Maverick starts at $26,995. If you want a hybrid Maverick with all-wheel drive, the price will jump to over $29,000. If you want to be able to tow a decent amount, you will have to get the 4K towing package, and the price will jump to over $31,000. This isn't the affordable pickup truck everyone was asking about. Is it, Ford? Even still, this is the cheapest hybrid pickup truck on this list. Number 2. Toyota Tacoma. When Toyota announced that they were going to discontinue the V6 powertrain in favor of a turbocharged inline-4 powertrain, many of the die-hard Tacoma fans were really disappointed. To give the Tacoma the boost in power and torque it actually needs, Toyota also announced that they will be adding a hybrid system. So in contrast to a conventional hybrid powertrain, which is usually created for fuel economy reasons, but this time it is implemented to make it more powerful. The non-hybrid turbocharged 2.4-liter inline 4-cylinder Tacoma comes in 2 different flavors. The standard tune, which is available in the base model, puts out 228 horsepower, and the higher output iForce tune can produce 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. Toyota equips the Tacoma with its iForce Max hybrid system, which integrates an electric motor between a turbocharged internal combustion engine and an 8-speed automatic transmission. This setup is powered by a 1.9 kilowatt-hour nickel metal hydride battery positioned beneath the rear seats. Altogether, the system delivers an impressive 326 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. It's the same hybrid powertrain offered as an option in the new 4Runner and is standard in the Land Cruiser. Every hybrid Tacoma comes with 4-wheel drive, while the limited trim benefits from a full-time system for added capability. The non-hybrid iForce Tacoma boasts a maximum towing capacity of 6,500 pounds, while its payload rating reaches up to 1,705 pounds. For hybrid iForce Max models, the towing capacity is slightly lower at 6,000 pounds, but they offer a slightly higher payload capacity of up to 1,709 pounds. As we mentioned, improved fuel economy is not the point of this hybrid system. In fact, the base SR engines with the standard output tune get better fuel economy than the hybrid Tacomas because the hybrid system is significantly heavy and adds a good amount of weight. The hybrid iForce Max Tacoma gets 23 miles to the gallon in the city and 24 on the highway, so there really isn't a huge fuel economy incentive for getting the Tacoma. So, why the Tacoma? Well, if you are looking for a hybrid powertrain in a midsize pickup truck, Tacoma is your only choice, really. The majority of Tacoma's competitors, namely the Ranger and Colorado, are simply turbocharged inline four-cylinders, and the rest of the competition use old-school, naturally aspirated V6 engines. So as the only option in the midsize, it is obviously also the best choice when it comes to hybrid trucks. Number 1. Ford F-150 PowerBoost. The Ford F-Series has held the title of best-selling truck and overall vehicle in the United States for over 4 decades. With the debut of the latest generation F-150 for the new model year, there's little reason to expect that dominance to change. However, a major shift occurred a couple of years ago when Ford introduced an available hybrid V6 powertrain, known as PowerBoost. This system aims to redefine the segment by offering increased power and improved fuel efficiency compared to traditional gasoline engines. So let's see what the F-150 PowerBoost offers in terms of power and fuel economy in the full-size pickup truck segment, shall we? The PowerBoost is an option that adds a hybrid system on top of the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 engine, and giving it a significant boost in both power and torque, in addition to a small improvement in the fuel economy department. Just like the Tacoma, the goal of the hybrid system in the F-150 is not to make it really fuel efficient, but to make it a lot more powerful and give it more low-end torque. At the end of the day, can you realistically make a humongous truck like the F-150 get an MPG in the mid-30s? The regular 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 is able to put out a respectable 400 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. With the addition of the electric motors, these numbers for the PowerBoost jump to 430 horsepower and a whopping 570 pound-feet of torque. This makes the truck significantly more nimble right off the line, and gives it a lot more low-end torque, which the standard EcoBoost was quite honestly missing. In terms of towing, the standard EcoBoost V6 is a lot better because it does not have the extra weight. The regular EcoBoost V6 is able to tow up to 13,500 pounds, and it can haul as much as 2,440 pounds. On the other hand, the hybrid F-150 is a bit disappointing in this regard, as it can tow only up to 11,200 pounds, and the payload capacity also takes a significant hit as it can only haul up to 1,750 pounds. So if you're going to get the F-150 and tow or haul on a regular basis, you should definitely get the regular EcoBoost version or the naturally aspirated 5-liter Coyote V8. Perhaps the most important upgrade that the F-150 with the PowerBoost model is the Pro Power Onboard, which can turn your truck into a mobile generator. In this mode, it can output 2, 2.4, or 7.2 kilowatts of power. The power outlet is nothing to scoff at, as it can power really demanding power tools on the job site, such as a jackhammer or a circular saw. Unlike the all-electric F-150 Lightning, which does come with a 240-volt outlet, the PowerBoost Hybrid only comes with 4 120-volt outlets. If you're going to be working in remote places, or if you like camping, the Pro Power Onboard is a huge game changer that the other hybrid trucks do not offer. In terms of fuel economy, the PowerBoost offers some, but not a huge advantage over the regular EcoBoost. The EcoBoost V6 gets 17 miles to the gallon in the city and 25 on the highway, whereas the PowerBoost gets 22 miles to the gallon in the city and 24 on the highway. Is this difference worth the hit you take on payload and towing capacity? Let us know down below.